Hello there, ladies and gents. Today we'll be witnessing DinoDet versus Falcon in their battle to stay in the tourney. Both players have already lost a game, so the loser of this match is out of the tourney. Joining me today is your favorite German in the server, Realm. How are you doing tonight, Realm?
I am good tonight. How
Yeah,
are
it's,
you?
it's only
Thanks for
about
having
midnight
me.
your time, right? A little after?
Yeah, it's about midnight right now.
Yeah. So what do you think we're going to see today, Realm?
Um, I'm not sure because I haven't seen much from it. I mean, DinoDet has played against Flipper, who like 3-0'd everyone so far in this tourney. And Falcon, I mean, he had a close game against Gamma. So it's hard to say because the one guy played against the favorite of the minor, and the other guy has had a close game. So I'm kind of expecting a close game in this one too.
Okay. So I said it earlier, but I will say it again, that the loser of this game is out of the tournament. So I'm interested to see which one of these players comes out victorious. We are starting the draft. DinoDet is the low seed and will have the map ban. There are 8 maps in the pool. What map do you think we're going to see him ban, Realm?
I haven't seen much Paulus play. Bofferweed today was picked. Geo is also a very popular map, so I don't think Geo is gonna get banned. So I think the maps that are getting picked are Endor and Geo. Maybe like a Coruscant Naboo game. We will see.
So we're still waiting on that first map ban from DinoDet. He is here, yes. I mean, he's in the lobby. He just joined recently. Maybe I
Just
should.
said okay.
Okay, there we go. We got it going now. Okay, perfect. He's banning Naboo. So there you have it, folks. The first ban is Naboo, Realm's favorite map. How do you feel about that, Realm? Your favorite map getting banned right off the bat.
I mean, as long as they don't know how I play it, it's fine. I mean, Naboo is one of my favorite 2v2 maps. So I also like it in 1v1. Yeah. And
So,
again, and the Castle ban, the German map ban.
yep. We do have Falcon banning Kessel. As Realm said, this is the German map. And then for the final ban, we have DinoDet banning Coruscant. So now, DinoDet being the low seed, he will get the first map pick. What do you think we're going to see him picking today, Realm?
I guess it's either Endor or Chio. Just like a warm-up game.
Right.
Oh, Polos?
Polis. And we have the Empire pick from Falcon.
We
Polis
haven't
right out of the
seen much
gate. That's
Polos, I think.
unpopular.
Yeah. I think we should we rehost the map?
Yep, I'm going to do that right now. And this is...
Yeah, Polos is kinda new. The new fix which makes it easier for rebels to play. I mean, it's not not quite figured out yet how to play
Put
the
yourself to speak.
map.
Okay, good. Yep. Huh. Well, this will be interesting. I would ask you to talk to some of the strategies that you've been seeing, but seeing that you are a player in the majors, and I doubt we're going to see any of those same strategies in this game, I'll reserve from asking you those questions. All right off the bat here, let's see. We have a redo. Let's go. All right, rehosting. Take 2. Wonder if one or both players synced. All right, there's Dino. And now time to get Vulcan. So G-Man's saying in the chat, he said, now time to see if Falcon took my lessons well. Has G-Man been training Falcon?
I don't know. Apparently he has. Maybe he gave him some advice on how to play the map.
Falcon was just asking me in Discord if there was a rehost. I was just letting him know, yes, there was. Anytime a game lags out like that at the beginning, just leave. Everyone will rehost. I am interested to see who comes out on top in this Polis game, though. Polis, I think, is a good map.
Yeah, it's not played much. There's new things to discover.
Both players are red. That is a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, he's changing it. Flipper J is saying in chat, you need to change the stream title. I can't change it. Only Laney can change it. Laney will go back through and fix it. All right, let's see. Game's a little stuttery. Let's see who has the hamster. Frozen. Right.
Another one.
That is unfortunate.
Third time to the job.
My game closed right out. Let's get it open and start.
Didn't Falcon also say that he had like internet issues with his match against Scammer?
Not aware. So G-Man responded to our question saying that he was the one that got Falcon and Jackson into the tourney and practiced them with them semi-extensively. So it'll be interesting to see if G-Man's training with both Falcon and Jackson pay off. All right, take 3. Or take 2?
Third time.
We're doing it again. That's all that matters. Let's see. Hamsters are thinking about it. All right, we already have red off to a pretty quick start here. Jackson, pretty quick start. DinoDet's not far behind. It looks like the Rebellion player is going for their base mine and this middle mine over here on the left, while Empire is going for their base mine.
For the nebula, so kind of losing a little bit of time.
Oh yeah.
No one's going for the enemy base mine yet.
Oh, neither player is going for the bot left. Okay. Yep, as you said, neither player is going for each other's base mine, so we're probably in for a longer game here. One thing, kudos to Falcon. He didn't stop at his base mine. He just flew right through it. I'm glad to see that players are starting to learn that as Empire, you do not have to stop at your mine. You can just fly right past it. Those ties are slow.
He also built a laser to defend his base mine. Or get vision if fighters get close.
All right. We have a lot of X-Wings coming in the middle here to dogfight, but there's no objectives to be fighting over here. Empire doesn't have any mines. They don't have any turrets. Meanwhile, top left. Oh, Realm. He can catch this. He can totally catch this and pop this. Does he catch it?
Will he?
Oh, no! That's disappointing to watch. And Rebellion is putting up a turret here. They're putting up a laser turret in the middle of a TIE swarm. Oh, man. We have reinforcement X-Wings coming in to try to pop this mine. He does have the laser upgrade, so he might be able to get it if he gets it quick enough.
Yeah, 2 warp-in should be enough to get it. Probably also is winning middle with the turret.
Yeah, and Empire did not catch that turret quick enough. Plus, there is 2...
But Empire's going for the bot left mine.
If Empire could sneak in that bot left, that would be pretty good for them right now. Rebellion is choosing to dogfight in the nebula. That's a good call. Rebellion does have this turret in the middle, so Rebellion will win this dogfight. Empire is putting up this bot left mine, though, and they have 3 TIE fighters. Empire, if they want to stay in the game here, really needs to kill that Rebel base mine. Rebel has a lot of map control right now. Rebels are choosing, it looks like, to fly over to the Empire base mine. They're going to end up flying into that turret and taking a lot of damage. I personally think maybe they should have kept a fighter back to build that mine when it comes up. And Empire bottom left mine will be finishing.
Yes. He is committing on the turret in the middle again. Falcon. But
He's throwing a lot of money into this.
But it seems to that he's only throwing away his units.
And as predicted, that laser turret did catch those X-Wings, and oh man, when you're flying away from a laser turret, you have to zigzag your X-Wings. Those laser shots will go right up their ventilation shafts.
But Rebels is winning middle.
Alright, and that's a lot of X-Wings here. He has 7 X-Wings grouped. He could go pop that. Say he could pop the enemy base mine. He could find bot left and pop that. But ooh, I see that Falcon is just dropping more and more TIE fighters down there. He wants to hard defend that. If you plan defending a mine, make sure you have the engine upgrade. It's a lot more difficult for TIE fighters to defend a mine without that engine upgrade. And Rebels is building this mine in the middle, and Empire is scouting out top left, but Rebels are responding with sending their X-Wings there, and Empire is going to scout out the Rebellion base mine using a TIE fighter flying from base to base. This is a starting unit TIE fighter as well.
Yeah.
So.
And also Empire fought back the Rebels on bot left side.
And now there's 6 TIE fighters here. That's going to be a tough mine to kill without a sizable amount of X-Wings. This game is starting to sway into Empire's favor a little. Oh, my bad. This is a Rebel control up here. This fragment's not built. Nope, this is still an
Empire doesn't have any further warp ins.
Oh, we got more TIE fighters coming in here. Something else to note is that Empire has double mine upgrade as of like 5 seconds ago. And look at this. There's just so many TIE fighters here. Oh, and there's a bunch hitting that base mine. We have Tech 2 from Rebellion, though. That's going to be a problem for the Empire player. But not as much of a problem if Rebellion loses their base mine and Empire is allowed to keep this mine even longer. Empire is moving the rest of his TIE fighters over to get rid of that mine quickly.
Rebel should build the top left mine right now.
They should have done that long ago. When they won that dogfight up there, I really think they should have built that. They only half committed to killing that base mine, too. They didn't get vision on the bot left. They haven't been bot left. Oh, they went there once, didn't they? They know that mine's there.
And if you're defending your base mine, you should use your X-Wing on separate ties, not all X-Wing on just one tie.
The Corvette comes in, which I would not say is a great move. But the Empire's throwing their fighters away trying to fight it. They had the mine dead. They could have easily went out. All they'd have to do is crush this mine, and the game would be won. But they're just throwing away their units. Oh, the Rebel player, I feel, had some...
catching up, yeah.
I feel like the Rebel player had a lot of good stuff going on this game as well. But I think putting your Corvette there was not great. Yep, they are building top left. I think using the Corvette to kill a mine is a much better use. This Rebellion mine, I don't think is going to live. And he is building a laser turret in the middle. I strongly disagree with this. When you're ahead building a turret here, fine for getting vision. But especially against Rebels, please make it a missile turret. Not only does it have larger range, it's also cheaper. And it's much better at killing off stray X-Wings as they go by. Because it bypasses the shields that the X-Wings have.
Bombers for the bot left mine?
Oh, man, this is painful. So it takes about, I'd have to look. It takes over twice as long for one squadron to kill a mine if you just let them do this flyby thing than if you were to micro them. And by micro them, what I mean is you tell them to attack the mine. As soon as the torpedoes launch, you turn them around and then wait a couple seconds and then immediately flip them back. They do over twice the amount of damage. We have tested this. Okay, so
Falcon
Rebellion.
yet?
Ooh, we have Boba Fett in the nebula. We have Boba Fett
But he didn't drop
not
the bomb.
charging.
Ah, did not drop the bomb.
So the Empire player is down to only one mine. Despite it being a double upgrade, a double mine upgrade, there is a Boba Fett on the map, which means that the Rebellion player is going to have to bring out their Han Solo if they want to do anything about it. Also means these bombers are not going to be very useful. I think these bombers might end up flying right into that laser turret.
Rebels probably gonna build a base mine again.
That would be smart. There's nothing else around them, so yeah. I would also think that they could probably build bot left as well. They do have a Corvette up here fighting Boba Fett. I also disagree with this because that Corvette would be better off, again, either pushing Empire's only income or defending one of their mines rather than fighting an
I
objective that's
mean,
not here.
so would
An
Boba be pushing
Acclimator.
the mid mine off? Oh,
Double
double
Acclimator.
acclimated.
It astounds me that the Empire player has this kind
And
of...
the nebula to counter it, or?
So, take note. So far, if you count the amount of credits being wasted by both players here, let me do some quick maths. So we have the cost. I'm not even going to count the stray fighters. You have 2 acclimators, which cost $23.50. Right there alone is 4,700 credits. Add the 1,700 credits of Boba Fett on there, and you have 6,400 credits the Empire has tied up in this area. Oh, add a Tartan, which is another 1,700. The Empire player has 8,000 credits tied up in this area. Meanwhile, Rebellion has a mine here. Rebellion has a mine here. Rebellion has a mine here. And meanwhile, again, the Empire has 8,000 credits tied up in this area for no objectives. And the bombers are flying by.
Are the bombers on the Empire base mine are targeting the station now?
If Rebels could just kill this base mine, they would be in a very good position. Empire is wasting a lot of time this game.
But now it seems that he's gonna take the middle.
Mm-hmm.
He should be careful. I think those asteroids are gonna damage the acclimators. Are they or are they not gonna damage them?
Empire is looking to build that top left mine. They do have kind of a fleet moving. Hopefully they just roll through, take out this middle area, and then move on down to that mine, and then over to the base mine.
I'm still waiting for Han to appear on this in this match.
You have to bring out Han to counter. I really hope that the Rebel player is not teching up to 3 right now. But I have a worrying suspicion because they have a lot of income.
I believe he's like hoarding some units and then gonna fight him in middle again.
I don't know.
I would think because he has like so many
has-
mines up.
Right. The other thing, the Rebel player having mines for so long this game really should have built that income upgrade. That's a lot of credits he's missed out on over the course of this. Oh, we do have the Han. The Han is
Han
going
for
up.
base
Oh,
mine?
the Han and some bombers for the base mine. The Rebellion player must have more than this, though, because they've been sitting on so many mines, they don't have much to show for it. Top left mine is going up. And Rebels are making that push for the base mine, with Empire bringing in an Acclimator to defend. Meanwhile...
Also Empire pushing bot left.
And then Empire is also probably going to be building mid here, and they have more than enough units to do it. You have Rebellion bringing in even more Y-Wings. Has us up to 5 Y-Wings. 6 question mark? It might be 6 squads of Y-Wings this game.
Well, I think I've seen 5.
So this was 450 credits down the drain, because this Y-Wing didn't do anything. Good. Empire now. has 1 mine, Rebellion has 1 mine, but Empire's had that double mine upgrade much longer. Empire has more map control with their turrets. They have 3 acclimators on the field, a Tartan, and 2 Tartans, and the Boba Fett. Meanwhile, Rebellion keeps dumping their money into more and more bombers. More and more bombers. I am slightly convinced now that Dino Detective is one of Will's alternate accounts, and that's why Will dropped out of the tourney. He wanted to see how far he could get in the minors with just bombers. Okay. Empire is putting up mid-mine. That's smart.
But Empire now lost both their mine upgrades.
Oh, that they did. Rebellion has cleared the map, and Rebellion still has their base mine. Empire does have a lot of units on the map, though.
And on top here,
we have more bombers. If he was just microwaving these bombers, he could actually be killing that mine really quick. Like, that mine would be dead about now. Oh, more bombers! Somebody has to go back through the stream, please, and I want you to count how many bombers.
And meanwhile, he just started moving them.
So Empire looks like they're in a position here to want to rebuild their base mine. They're kind of keeping Boba Fett to keep watch over that. Rebellion does finally get their money upgrade. Good job. This acclimator is going to go in and kill the base mine. We have more bombers dying in the middle here. So Rebellion has been spending a lot of money to kill things, and they're doing it in the form of bombers. They're buying the bombers, they're killing mines, but at the same time, he's also losing the bombers. So the result here is the Empire just has so many units on the field. There are 2 Tartans over here, there's an acclimator here, an acclimator here, Boba Fett here, an acclimator here. And I think...
Yeah, but the acclimator's gonna die.
Oh no. Yeah, but it did what it was supposed to. It got rid of Rebellion's only source of income. Meanwhile, Empire is looking to build their mine again. And Rebellion just spent whatever money they had. So Rebellion does not have enough money right now to even rebuild a mine. It looks like they built more bombers.
Looks like Empire's starting an attack.
Yep. Empire's building their base mine. We have Boba dueling Han. Han getting bombed at the very edge of its range. Bombers fighting Han. Han in vulnerability. Dogfight continues. Checking widescreen because I think I have the glitch.
Oh, that
looked good. They have the Nebulon coming in. Nebulon and some bombers, and some bombers, and some bombers.
More bombers.
I really, not ironically, think this brings us up to like 15 bombers this game.
I think we're gonna top 15.
I think he's trying to do a YOLO run on the station.
Both players are taking the enemy base.
So let's be generous here. Let's say it is only 15 bombers. Here's some quick math statistics for you. If that was... Oh, what are bombers? Are they 450 apiece or were they lowered?
I think they're 450.
For Rebellion, are they 450?
For Rebellion, they should be 450. Empire should be 550.
Okay. Yep. Because I had... If they are 450... and he only built 15. Let's say he only built 15. That is still 6,750 credits spent this game. That would get you the equivalent of like almost 4 Corellian Corvettes, which I think could have accomplished the same tasks he was doing, which was mainly killing mines, and then also could have lived and had more map presence. Because this map, you could hide a Corvette up in the corner here. Both corners actually would work well. He could have built Nebulons. He could have built really anything other than bombers. But he is doing some damage to the station without Boba Fett going to meet the bombers. So maybe he's going to get away with this.
Boba's clearing the X-Wings at the moment. Now he's...
I mean, Empire does still have the mine. Rebellion has no damage on their station. And I gotta say, this station's taking some damage.
Yeah, but the Nebula just died. Bombers...
Yep. But there are bombers.
Bombers are still attacking Boba, still doing nothing.
Acclimators are coming back to base. Rebellion.
Yeah, but
It's
now,
going to be a
there's
while before they can capture their
too many
baseline, though.
ties. Too many ties.
They overspent a little, I think, because they have about 500 credits till they can rebuild that baseline. This would be a great time to do it, though. Be a fantastic time to rebuild that baseline if they had budgeted properly. They have the right idea, but that's okay. Even pro players overspend. Empire is in a position to build bot left. I think that'd be a very smart move from them.
Yeah, Empire basically has complete map control at this point.
I think that was the Rebels' last stand. I don't think if they didn't manage to finish it there, they're going to be able to, because again, they've had no mine for a very long time. They have no more units in reserve, no more sneakies.
But I honestly was expecting the Rebel player to have more units than this.
Well, you gotta remember, it's about 7,000 credits spent in bombers this game. I think that he had a lot of units. I think that we just saw them come in and we saw them die, doing what they wanted to do.
If he
Like
would have
this,
would have put the money into nebulas and frigates, and we would have fought the acclimators, and he probably would have won.
I agree. This game was just one big Pearl Harbor.
And now the Empire player is just building up mines again.
Right.
Going for the
Do you think we're
station.
gonna see the FF, or do you think that they're gonna play this out?
He might play this out
Okay.
because at this point the game is already over. His last stand attack failed.
Right. So if you're the
Got a
Rebellion player
station
here,
like half HP.
if you know absolutely without a doubt that the game is over, that there is absolutely nothing you can do to come back, typically what the community likes to do is just say GG, because it just saves a lot of time. If you're doing a best of 5 and it gets to 5 games, it takes a while to get through 10 games. I mean 10 games. To go through 5 games of 10-minute attacks on the station. But hopefully Empire makes this quick. They have the money to do so. Maybe they'll pump out more space pizza. And I still don't think we know how many slices of space pizza it creates to make a whole space pizza. I don't think anyone ever answered that. Laney is a little shook here that despite the bomber attack, the supply dock is not only alive, it's at a healthy 100%.
Is the Rebel player starting something again?
Oh!
More bombers?
Do you think it's going to be more than just one?
He needs, let's say,
So
maybe 4 or
G-Man saying
5.
in the chat that Dino has certainly improved since the early stages. I agree with that, G-Man. I definitely saw a lot of good things out of Dino. Don't let our criticism overshadow the good things Dino has done.
I mean, this game was pretty close.
Absolutely. I think that we're really just pointing out the decisions here because it's
ahead.
Right. And I think that the reason we're just really focusing on the bombers is I really, truly believe that decision making is what lost him the game. We have bombers coming in to counter bombers. Nice. He's making that push, though. Can he get away with this? We have a base race at the end of this first game in the double feature.
Empire's catching up.
Oh, there is a Tartan coming in.
And the Tartan. And I think he doesn't have a point where he can warp in more units, so yeah. Now it's just up to Empire to finish this game.
And honestly, Empire has to be close to Tech 3. I would assume when their base was that low and it was getting attacked and they had this much money. I haven't seen any new units. Alright, we do have the GG from Dino. I think that was a very good game. I think we saw lots of good things from both players. I think that they're taking steps in the right direction. They just have to focus on their decision making. But much improvement since the group stages. Alright, so the first game does go to Falcon, which was the high seed. Which is the high seed. I have a new one hosted Realm.
Yes.
Falcon has next map pick. What do you think we're going to see? Do you think we'll see him pick Polis and go back to back?
Geo. I was about to say Geo. Yeah, because Geo is one of the most popular maps in 1v1. Probably the most played.
I turn your volume up a smidge, Realm, just to see if Lainey can hear you better. Lainey in the chat, please let me know right in the Twitch chat if that sound is better. I'll see that much quicker than DMs. We do have Geo with Empire. Nice. I'll move the map to Geo. I will enter it in the thing. The second pick was Geonosis. And then that the faction was Empire. All right, going into game 2. Okay. We are seeing Geonosis in game 2 of this best of 5 with Falcon versus DinoDet. We have Geonosis with Falcon on Rebellion, DinoDet on Empire.
Both players doing the classic start. One for their base mine, the other unit going for the enemy base mine.
One thing I like to point out, it was a classic start. One thing that's a little different is the speed of execution here.
Yeah, both players building this
Empire
missile turrets.
does not have to stop at this mine. They can fly right through that. Rebellion could have really capitalized on this late mine if they had kept flying straight through. I think they have the right idea. I think that they've seen this map played, or maybe played other people on this map who with a bit more experience on the game. So I think, like you said, they had the standard start. It's in the right direction, but much to be improved. Empire is really bunkering down in the middle here.
Yeah, what is Rebel gonna do? Yeah, he's gonna build one laser. Is he gonna build a mine too? Looks like it. Empire going for the missile turret and fighting in the middle. No, he's going back just to fight in the middle.
Laney in chat is saying time for a Falcon punch. I don't know. Dino has a lot of TIE fighters in the middle here. And he also has a missile turret aiding him, so it's not like Empire's dogfighting with a Rebellion turret hitting them. The Empire turret's hitting it too, which I think is a bit more devastating to X-Wings. Rebellion is building bot right, though. So this is interesting how this is going to turn out. I'd like to point out that once again... Oh, no. Oh, no. Bombers are fine on this map, but once again, you have to think of what you're doing. With him attacking this mine, remember this missile turret? This turret isn't generating income. What's generating income for the Rebel players is mine. If you want to use a bomber, throw it down here. Let it kill the mine. We have 2 bombers coming, so that's 1,100 credits so far from the Empire player into attacking this missile turret. I think Dino has a lot of potential, Realm. I think he just needs someone to sit down with him for an hour and teach him what the correct units are to buy in these situations. Because look, he has the advantage here in the middle. He has a lot of TIE fighters. He is going to end up taking out this turret, but at the same time, Rebellion has 2 mines.
Yeah, and nobody's going for the pirate dog. I mean, like something like an IPV would be pretty useful.
Ooh, Empire's going to try to sneak the mine in. And they do have the engine upgrade, so they could defend this. If that mine goes up, they could potentially... Rebellion's losing enough units, I feel, to where they could just honestly fight this out.
Yes, and Rebels don't have the damage upgrade.
Right. So not just that, they don't have a lot of units. Rebels, they can keep warping and X-Wings, but I feel like the TIE blob has already hit like critical mass. And if they do try to focus this mine now between the missile turret and the TIE fighters there defending, it's going to take a lot of damage. I think now that it's 2 mines to 2 mines, even though Rebel has that supply upgrade, Empire just has to stall out middle now. And he is going to build the other mine. This is the right decision. Yes, build that other mine. If the X-Wings move to kill it, you kill the X-Wings. He builds it. Oh, but there's more X-Wings. Oh, but they're hitting the wrong mine. Oh, no! And they don't have firepower upgrade either. Oh, man. Always kill the
He's
mine that's
sending them
building.
back to dogfighting?
Always kill the mine that's building because it takes double damage.
Oh, no, he's going for the mine, yes.
Okay, yeah. A lot of X-Wings coming in here. A lot of TIE Fighters in response. The TIE Fighters do have that engine upgrade, though. And there is that missile turret. And TIE Fighters you can pump out quick and cheap. I think Empire is going to win this middle fight.
Yeah.
Especially, something we have to keep in mind is that we're not going to see perfect X-Wing micro from Falcon. Oh, it's not too bad, actually. He is microing his X-Wings. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, but he's still missing the damage up upgrade.
That's right. And he did enter a dogfight there for a second. But not bad. Not bad. I wasn't expecting to see microed X-Wings here. That changes things a little. The X-Wings might come out victorious in this fight. Oh, are they moving to kill the base
big
mine?
blob of X-Wings.
That is.
Now he's kind of wasting them away.
Empire has to do something about this base mine. Not just that, like the bot right mine as well, obviously, but that base mine is trouble.
He's sending bombers down.
Okay.
But
they're gonna die to the laser.
I think before they get a shot off, they're gonna die to the turret. Empire building a laser turret over here. Yeah.
So Empire is really focusing on the middle, which is, I think, a common strategy for this map. But it's something where if you want to do that, you still have to kill the enemy base mine. That's the main problem here. The point of building double middle and defending is just to, like, you get into this money battle with Rebellion of, I can just win with the same amount of money as you because I'm defending an objective and you're not. But I think it's a bit more difficult to do when Rebellion can pump out this many X-Wings, as X-Wings do blow apart mines pretty quick. And there is a lot of X-Wings up here. I really think the X-Wings should just fight out this dogfight and get rid of these three TIE Fighters, because your fighters take double damage if they're not, like, if they're moving away, they take double damage. Empire hits Tech 2. This could be very bad for Rebels, especially with them building this other mine in middle. Oh no. This is looking not so great for the Rebel player now. Rebellion has to tech to 2 right now. They have the money. I wonder if they are checking.
He should attack the other mine.
Yep. Always attack the one that's building. Has the right idea. Again, just needs to work on execution. He is choosing to dogfight, though, instead of killing the mines. With the turret and with the fighters. Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay, Empire, at this point, could easily rebuild their base mine. I think that would be a good call if they could just veer off one of their TIE fighters. Obviously, they probably won't build a fighter for it because they're probably building Boba. I'm assuming Boba's going to come in, bop all these. Oh, Tartan. I mean, it comes out quicker. I personally would have went for, Rebel Tech 2. I think Boba Fett would have been a better purchase here. He could have knocked all those X-Wings out in one go. Much more efficiently, too. I think the Empire really needs to build their base mine, though, while they're defending here. That would really push the game in their favor. Oh, I keep forgetting. This is an Empire turret over here. Empire has both turrets in the middle, and a Tartan, and the TIE Fighters, and the double mines, but Rebellion brings in a Corvette to kill off that mine.
He's the Corvette. Totally in fire.
Oh? Is the Corvette hitting the mine? No! The Corvette's hitting the Tartan! Oh, Rebellion. Empire. Wait, yeah. What? What's going on here? Okay, yeah, Empire got the weapon upgrade. That tripped me out for a second. Not used to seeing that.
Empire mine still on? Oh, no, it's dead. No, just starting. Oh, an acclamator.
Empire, you have to rebuild your base mine. This fight in the middle is fine if you have other income elsewhere. Also, TIE Scout and Acclamator, make quick work of that mine, make quick work of the bottom mine. But that Corvette does die. And now Empire has a lot of stuff in the middle.
But
Han will kill that mine, probably.
Will lose a mine soon.
Yep, which, no income.
With that mine, all income is gone.
The Nebulon's coming in. Oh, he's getting baited into warping more units in the middle, the Empire player is. Because now he's going to have no income. Oh.
The Nebula's making... Yeah.
Oh, no. At this point, it'll be very difficult for the Empire player to come back with no mines. Because he lost his mining upgrade. He lost his mines. Here comes the Boba Fett, but from this point on, all Rebellion has to do is just swarm out enough units to take middle. Because Empire doesn't have the base mine. This should have been built much sooner than it was.
Way earlier, but...
I mean, it would have... Not only... Ooh, nice fight here with the Boba versus Han. Oh, he's veering him back towards the turret and the tartan. Smart, smart. Just wiggle wag. Kind of dance your Boba a bit more, like bring him side to side to avoid that Han laser shot, and I think this would have been a smart play. When you're flying away straight, it's just letting...
Oh. Yeah, Boba's...
That Boba's gonna die. He drops one bomb before he dies, though. Interesting. So the Empire base mine is going up. He would not have to spend 750 credits rebuilding his mining upgrades, though, if he had built that sooner. But Rebellion has 2 Corvettes in the middle. They have the Nebulon. 2 Nebulons, 2 Corvettes, and a Han versus a Tartan and 2 turrets. And they have the 2 mines, the double mine upgrade. I think Empire had a good idea for this map. I think the only thing holding Dino back on this map was just not hitting the enemy mines. I really liked what I saw here this game round.
Yeah, the mid fight was turned into Empire's favor, but then the Rebel players started attacking the mines.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it takes. It's exactly yeah. I think the Empire player...
You shut down the enemy's income, and you still had yours because the enemy kept fighting in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's it. That's how you play Empire at War.
Any RTS, really. Rebels building both mines in the middle, so this will put... And they cleared out both turrets, and they have 3 Nebulons, and 2 Corvettes, and a Han. This will put Rebellion up to 4 mines to Empire's 1. Empire did rebuild that mine upgrade, but Rebellion's moving the whole fleet over to kill that mine. TIE fighters are flying over, a little too late. Oh, I wonder if we're going to see Empire going for a base race here. Is Dino
I don't think we will, because...
He's not pathing for the base mine.
Yeah, he might be trying something, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Like, it's not even gonna be close to
maybe
what
he is going for the base mine.
Dino did last game. Okay, Empire losing their base mine now.
Okay.
And I think now he's gonna destroy the station.
Empire is officially out of the game here. Just look at that cash flow for Rebellion. Right, we do have another Boba Fett in at the base mine, being met with a Corvette. So here goes this base mine. So, Dino, you could have easily done this much earlier with the TIE Scout and either one of the Tartan you sent in mid, or you could have used Boba, anything you wanted, really. I think hitting this while you were fighting middle, like, look how quick that died. I really think that would have turned the game in your favor.
Yeah, I think he like warped in 2 or 3 bombers for the middle, for the turret. He could have used them instead for the base mine.
And you really only need 1 bomber,
right mine.
Especially against an opponent that's not top tier. 1 bomber will do the trick down here. You just flip flop it back and forth, because unless they send an X-wing to kill it, like, it's gonna kill the mine.
Now he's doing the correct thing, destroying the base mine, then going to the right mine, destroying that one, but he should have done it like 10 minutes earlier.
Yep. But again, I think I'm seeing much better gameplay in the minors, in the first round of minors losers bracket than I thought I was gonna see. Like, this isn't Tech 5 shenanigans here.
This is like Tech 2 and then nothing further than Tech 2.
Yep.
You're going for Tech 2 if you feel safe. You're getting your units.
Empire player is going to try to knock out both mines in the middle. Look how quickly they managed to kill all these Rebellion mines with just a Boba and a couple TIE fighters. Let that be a lesson, because if you had done the same thing earlier while you still had mines, you would have easily won that game. That mine was very much in your favor.
Yeah, he had the two mines in the middle. He also had the tech advantage. If he would have built the Boba and had a Boba and bombed away all those X-wings, then he would have easily had the time to kill the mines. Probably won the game.
Ooh. Okay, Dino does get the next map pick. What do you think we're going to see for game 3?
I'm expecting Endor.
Endor.
Endor's like the second most played Formula 1 map in this tournament. Or
Mm-hmm.
maybe even the most played map. Oh, Dantooine.
Dantooine it is.
That's a rare one.
Dantooine is the new map created by Laney. It's also the only map that Laney consistently loses on to literally everybody, which is interesting. Let me click the right map. And we do have Falcon picking Empire. Empire seems to be the preferred faction, with all 3 games so far being picked as Empire.
Yeah. But I personally favor Rebels on this map.
Well, yeah, but remember, at lower levels of play, we are going to see more Empire
And
as the
at lower
preference.
level, it's more likely to win with Empire. But still, maps like Coruscant have, I think, a higher Rebel win rate than Empire.
Okay, so we have the Rebel player going for the bot right mine on Dantooine and their base mine, and the Empire player going for their base mine and the middle mine. This is a big map. To me, this map feels a lot like 1v1 Kashyyyk in some regards. So, in the sense that, like, the objectives are pretty wide split, and that these turrets matter a lot more than you think they do.
Both players are probably building the turret and the
Yep.
base mine.
Rebellion is building the laser turret, and the Empire player is building the laser turret.
Empire
And the
building
Empire
mid,
player is
Rebels
building the middle
probably
mine.
bottom.
And the Rebel player has the laser upgrade. Okay. Both players have shown us their openings. Let's see what they do with it.
Is Empire going for the engine upgrade or not?
Oh, they're warping in a lot of fighters up here.
Rebels still haven't built a bot right mine. Now it's probably almost too late to
I
build
think
it.
Empire is going to plan to build this and try to defend it. Nope.
He doesn't have the money yet. So.
Maybe he planned on doing that, but he overspent. Rebellion is warping in a lot of X-Wings here. Ooh. But this middle mine is going to go unpunished. One thing you don't want to do is drop all your X-Wings in somewhere without, especially if you don't have vision, because even if this middle mine wasn't built already, when the Empire player sees you dropping all your money somewhere, he can easily respond by buying this mine in the middle, or buying something else elsewhere on the map. Good players will look and see where your money is, and when they see that all your money is wrapped up in one place, they'll just respawn on the other side of the map.
Empire warping in more for bot right to win the dogfight.
That's good. And that's exactly what he's doing. He sees that the Rebellion money's up here, so he's responding by winning bot right. And when he wins bot right, hopefully he builds the mine and flies straight up to the base mine. If he did that, this game would be over, I think.
Yeah, I mean the rebel player should have built either the
Empire just
top
continuing to stall out
left
this fight.
mine or the bot right mine, because he had so much time to build the mines.
Ooh, Rebellion player is going to check this mine in the middle now. And both players have their money upgrade.
Empire still no.
Oh, Empire
engine
took
upgrade?
bot right. Build this mine, build this mine, build this mine and go up. That's all you have
Doesn't
to
have the
do.
money yet.
And now go up to their base mine. Go, go, go. Oh.
I think that the top left looks like Empire's also gonna win this one.
Mm-hmm.
And this looks kind of bad for the Rebel player.
It would look even worse if he... Oh, okay, he's going to build this turret in the bot right. That's okay. That's okay. But I still think he should just flew right up.
I hope he does
the mine.
a missile turret.
Rebellion's going to try to build this top left mine, I think. Which, if Empire had this turret, they could see that mine. That's a lot
but
of...
now he's also done with the dogfight over here, so
That's true. Oh, wow. And he
probably
really came out on
gonna
top.
build a mine and then go to the top.
Wow, he has a lot of TIE fighters on the field. We have 7 squadrons here, 8 squadrons here, with another 7 squadrons here. So there are 15 squadrons of TIE fighters on the field alive. They're not all healthy. Some of them look like they're in the ICU, but... Oh, this is very unfortunate.
No,
This is game
is the
tilting
one
right
HP.
here. This would tilt me.
This.
Correction, this does tilt
Will
me.
he notice immediately and attack it?
Oh, yes, he does.
Yes.
Oh man, look at that double damage.
Oh,
Now fly your cloud over here. Fly everything. Who cares? You have so many TIE fighters. Oh my god. Wait here. We have 1, 2 plus another 6 makes 8, 9, 10 TIE fighters over here. We have another one down here, 2 more down here. That's 12 TIE fighters. How many do we have up here? We have 7 TIE fighters up here. We have 19 TIE fighters. Empire is more than likely nearing pop cap in TIE fighters.
can almost just attack the station and finish this game.
He honestly could. I don't think that's something we're ever going to see.
Is he gonna do it?
Oh, I think he's not intentionally doing it.
No,
He's flying by
like
for the base mine.
Fine.
I mean, I think going for the base mine is the right call.
Yeah.
I don't think it really matters.
The safer way.
Mm-hmm.
You can just.
Dino's calling GG.
Yep.
Right on time for a 7 o'clock game. Will this be a little late into the next stream? Let's do a very quick post-game interview with them, Realm, and then we'll hop right into our next game. So that was a 3-1. Did that come out how you expected? I mean, 3-1, a 3-0. Did that come out how you expected it, Realm?
I was more or less expecting like a win from Dino, because he played really well on the first 2 maps. The second was really in Falcon's favor. Oh yeah, I mean the big issue that did he lose? Did he pick Rebels on the second map?
Oh, let's do our quick post game and then we can ask him. Ready? Good games, gentlemen. Good games.
GG's.
We have Falcon coming out on top with a 3-0 sweep, but we saw a lot of good things in those games.
That was closer than the scoreline says.
Oh yeah, there was definitely moments where I really thought Dino was going to win 2 of those games.
Oh yeah. There was that one. There was that leaving me that far right on Geo cost you that game.
Yeah.
Well, and
You
that's
left me
that. It was the not hitting. I think he realized it too late because I think he tried to do it at the end, the killing the mines. Because if he had killed your mines sooner, he would have steamrolled that game.
Yeah, I had no way to come back.
Man, I was just trying to secure those middle 2, and
I think you had the right idea. I think it just comes down to like not having played enough games to know what to do in that middle end game phase. But I think we saw really good things.
Yeah, that's the best I've done in all the games I've played. But I still lost, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Played well.
the first 2 games felt really close. Especially Geo, because you had both mid mines, and if you just use your bombers to destroy his base mine and the far right one, you probably would have won. because you also had the tech advantage. I mean, you probably should have built Boba first instead of a Tartan, because he had like, I don't know, 6 or 7
It was like
action
10.
spots, and you could have popped them all instantly.
Yeah.
Ah.
GG's though. I was.
Yeah. That was great.
There were a couple of moments in there where I was like, "Oh fuck." It's like this might be lost.
Ormy,
And
you were
then-
wrong. The first one to curse on stream this time was Falcon.
Ha. Ormy. Ha ha.
Oh.
No, it was a joke.
I
It was gonna
imagine
be. I thought it was gonna be Realm, and then.
he and then I did.
Well, then Ormy said it was gonna be me.
There was towards the end, or at the end of the Geo fight, I was like, when you were just attacking my base, just going one clean attack, and I was like running around with Boba Fett.
Yeah, no, I was like,
I was
can I
yeah,
beat
there was
this?
like,
Probably eventually.
yeah, there was a
Okay.
moment there where I was just like, wait, what the fuck am I doing?
I mean, it was kind of all you could do at that point because I had like 3 nebula. I think I had 4 nebulons at that point.
Yeah.
It was
Alright.
like one of them I left AFK forever.
So, for the sake of time, I'm gonna wrap this up only because we do have another game to stream
We
right
had a
at
second
7.
match.
Yes.
And it's 7:03, and both other players are ready. Final closing words here. Great job, Dino. I think that you did great. I think there's a lot of good things. I really hope to see you around playing more games with us, and we can teach you a lot of things. Congratulations to you, Falcon. You'll be going on to your next match against Fun Guy. We'll get a group set up so you guys can schedule your game. GG's to both of you.
Awesome.
Have a great night.
Sweet.
GG's.
Thank you.
Yep.
Laters.
Thank you.